I'm Scotty Barnes, and you're watching NBA 2K TV. Congratulations on the 10th season.
Are you ready for some new events in 2K24? Because there's some fun ones in Season 1.
In the city, there's double rep in all Pro-Am games this weekend, so get your squad and get over there. Later on is Strikeout, where you can earn up to quadruple rep based on your win streak.
If you want to fly high, Cage Match features trampoline games and double rep. If you want to play in the rec, the top 5 will net rewards for the 5 highest scorers throughout the event.
And we can't forget about the theater, which returns in 2K24 with 4 different game modes every Friday.
In the neighborhood, earn double badge XP in the shooting category during the Badge Hunter shooting event. Get those shots up.
You can also get your shots up at Serving Greens, where you'll work with the community to reach a target number of green shots.
Other events will be returning as well, and we're keeping an eye out for the 2K League Become a Pro series. If you've ever dreamt of playing in the NBA 2K League, this event is for you.
Stay in the loop on upcoming events by checking the schedule in the My Career Pause menu.
Lastly, we know that you're going to have some amazing highlights during these events, and we want to see them. So send us your best plays on social with the hashtag 2KTVWow. Top plays starts next week, and you might just be featured right here on 2KTV. Good luck out there.
Welcome to a brand new episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm here in the studio.
And I'm in New York. This week, we're bringing you all the behind the scenes from the launch events here in Brooklyn.
And we'll be diving deeper into gameplay as Wang is back to talk badges, plus more on my team. But first up, Alexis, how's New York been treating you?
It's been awesome, but it has been so hot here.
It's very nice and cool in the studio, just to let you know.
Anyway, let's take a look at some of the launch events. NBA 2K24 launch party, let's go! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the NBA 2K24 launch event. We are live here in Brooklyn, New York.
And being the cover athlete is always an honor, and getting that call, it was just an experience and just an humbling opportunity to represent myself, my team, the organization, but also understanding the great athletes that have come before me and represented the WNBA as a whole, and knowing that now it's my turn, and super excited to cheer on those that come after me as well.
What do you think about the gameplay so far?
Nice and smooth, very realistic. I love it. Great graphics, and I can't wait to play it this year, honestly.
First thing I do is start my career so I can play against my friends in the park, get ready, get locked in, and then go from there.
What are you looking forward to most?
Crossplay. I can't wait to play. My friends who play PlayStation, I play Xbox, don't have an excuse. They can't hide from me, can't run from me, so I'm excited.
See the way the fans interact, how authentic they are, the player movements. One thing about the game that's really been cool is how they absorb contact now. Like when they go up for a layup, they really bump the guys, so that's very authentic.
Detroit Pistons point guard Cade Cunningham coming to the stage, and he's joining us on the couch.
That's a steal.
Oh,
Got him.
no.
Yeah, good block.
Oh, that was blocked.
Good block.
It's a lot of PlayStation people here. I feel like I'm the only Xbox player here, so I'm really happy about the console war that's about to happen. Xbox going to take it.
What are you most looking forward to seeing in NBA 2K24?
Definitely Mamba moments. I want to see what that's looking like. Big Kobe fan.
Scotty, we are at the NBA 2K24 launch party. Everybody's vibing. What do you think about the event tonight?
I think they hosted a good event today. A lot of people here. A lot of people that play 2K, and I just can't wait to get a copy so I can go home and play it tonight.
What are you most excited to see in NBA 2K24?
See how different the gameplay is. I just want to see the builder. I'm just so hyped for the game.
So when you do you play with the logo or are you like incognito?
They gave me the logo, but I don't know if I won it this year. I be getting double teamed, triple teamed online. Y'all just gotta chill. Just cause I got a logo don't mean double team. You don't let me score. Like, come on, bro.
So tell me what you were doing earlier today.
I went to the park and I saw a lot of people playing there. So I just went out there to go play. I had a good time, had fun, interact with a lot of people. Basically, yeah, I just had fun hooping. That's what I do. That's what I love to do.
That's the most New York thing ever. Time to go into the NBA 2K24 Def Jam recording booth. 2K24 launch party. Alexis Morgan from 2K TV in the house. And I just remember all the times you played my heart. You played me like a game, but you know I'm gonna go Mamba mentality.
We're at the 2K24 launch event. Go ahead, get the game. See y'all soon.
Mike.
What's up, Chris?
All right, let's talk some 2K24.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right, we're back and we're joined once again by gameplay director Mike Wang. And Mike, we're gonna talk one of my favorite things about 2K24, the badge system. So talk about some of the major changes to the badge system this year.
Well, there's a huge major change to the badge system. So instead of equipping badges like you did in previous years, now they are basically earned. So whatever build you make based on your attributes and you know whatever you create, you basically have a ceiling to how high any badge can go. But you automatically get bronze badge right off rip. So as you play the game and as you, do things on the court, you'll level your badges up. And they'll also go down if you don't do things. So that's just how the game works now, and it's going to be a lot more interesting to see how their badges kind of how their recipe gets created based on how they play on the court.
I love that it's performance-based.
Yeah, it's more like real life, and that's what we really wanted to try and model, is that you don't really just like go into a game saying like, I'm good at this and this and this. You work on a skill, right? And so as you work on your skills in 2K, you're going to get good at that skill, and that's the way it should be, I think.
So talk about the approach to changing up the system. Was it more for like a balancing standpoint, or how did you guys approach this new badge system?
Yeah, it's something we've wanted to do for a while. Just in generally, we wanted to see what it would be like instead of making a player that was kind of set in your ways, just to have something a little more fluid. And something that adapted to the way you played. So this is kind of the first step in trying that with badges. It's going to be interesting because I think people are used to the game being a certain way, and it's been this way for a while. But I like the change, and I think they're going to like it too. So we'll see how it goes this year.
So it sounds to me when players are getting their squads ready for the park, or maybe playing in rec or pro-am, you have to think about the players that you're going in with. You can't come with 3 offensive powerhouses. You got to think defense too. So talk a little bit about the defensive badges and how players can improve their defense.
Yeah, there's a ton of new badges, Chris. One of the ones that I like a lot, we talked about this in the last episode, was the right stick defense is back. So right stick stealing is back. There's a new badge called right stick ripper, that as you get steals, as you get knockaways with the right stick stealing, you're going to see that badge level up. And so there's just so many ways you can mold your player, and so many different badges in the game that you're going to see move up and down based on how you play. I think it's going to be cool to see Locks kind of get their badges up and get clamping down on all the offensive players this year.
All right, I love to hear these new defensive badges. It's going to make people think about how they play defense a little smarter, it sounds like, more of a skill gap. What about offense, Mike? What are some of your favorite offensive badges in the game this year?
Yeah, well, I think I've been doing a lot of slashing lately. So some of my favorite moves are Euro steps and hop step layups. And we have a lot more, just basically, we call them wins, where you're blowing by the defense if you're good enough at them and doing the right situations. So one is called Bunny, that's for hop steps. 2-step is for Euro steps, and we have spin cycle for spin layups. And there's some of the coolest content when you level those badges up and you start to blow by your defenders with those moves. So some of my favorites, at least.
I'm going to be doing that a lot.
Yeah, they work really well, and they're fun to do.
So as you know, Mike, there's going to be a lot of people out there making their My Players for the first time. Some of the badge system might be a little intimidating. So what advice would you give to new players coming in to create their My Player?
Yeah, so one of the best things that I think we've added for the new player this year is NBA player templates. So you can jump into the builder, and one of the first options you'll see is create your own custom build or create an NBA template. And you can go right in there and pick from some of the best players in the league, and you're ready to go. You'll have all the attributes that they would have in the game, and just jump in.
And I remember in the past when people made players in previous 2Ks, you would say play style like X player or Y player, right? So now you can actually go in and select from those templates and build your character so you kind of know what you're going into.
Exactly. Say you want to be a point guard, you want to be Luka. You can pick Luka, go right in there and just have the attributes that are assigned to him right now. Or if you want, you can customize that build. So start with Luka and then make some tweaks to whatever you want to take away from his game and add to your game, for example. So the sky's the limit, but for new players, it's going to be a lot easier just to jump in there. And even the badges, that was kind of overwhelming last year to think about, what are all the badges that I have to equip with my player? Now it's just like, what do I want to be good at? Let me just play the game and see my badges grow. So I think for new players, actually, the system is going to be a little more easy to understand.
All right, so the community's out there. We know My Player builds are going wild right now. What advice would you give to new players creating a build that they want to play? Should they look at attributes first, badges first? Like, how should players approach that?
Yeah, I think you gotta kind of look at your player holistically. So, and this is always true, I think before too, but think about what you want to do on the court, think about what you want to be great at, play out the sliders on the attributes, and check out what badge, like what levels your badges can get to. And make sure the ones that you really want to focus on are gonna get high enough for you. And that's, just play to your strengths. That's the best way to go about it.
I love that. I want to score 62 in 3/4, you know what I'm saying, Mike?
It's your game.
That's what I gotta do.
And one other thing that players are going to want to consider is basically where are you going to be playing, where are you going to be spending most of your time? Are you going to be in my career? Are you going to be in the city, in the rec? Are you going to be on the park courts? Because that really is going to change what you want to do, right? Like if you're dominated out in the park, you're probably not going to shoot any free throws. So that's one thing you're not going to care about as much. So yeah, it's just think about where you want to be, where are you going to play, and what do you want to be good at, and just build your player accordingly.
All right, Mike, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV, providing this insight. And you'll be back with some expert tips for the fans too, right?
Yep, start next week, I believe. So
yep, next week it tips off. And as much as I'd love to sit and chat, I gotta go badge up, and so do you.
The community day this year is insane. It's super crazy, the cover.
Here in New York, I think we're debuting a new 2K cover.
I mean, listen, this is the one right here, the Bash Binyama copy.
Welcome to NBA 2K24 Community Day. We're at the NBA League office in New York City, so let's take a little tour.
And enjoy and make the best of it.
I got community manager Stacks here with me. Tell us a little bit about the new way to get a logo.
Yeah, man. So we have created the logo gauntlet, okay? It sounds crazy, that's because it is. You have to win 5 games in a row, whether that's 1v1, 3v3, 5v5, or my team. You'll be rewarded with a logo and other prizes.
And that's gonna get started right here at Community Day, right?
Yeah. Today we're gonna be running a tournament. Whoever wins this will be the first ever in NBA 2K24 to get a logo, so it's crazy.
We're shooting with Kevin Love, Duncan Robinson, and it does feel authentic, and you can feel the pro play difference for sure.
The realism in this year's game, I absolutely love what I've played so far.
Honestly feel like they took what the community had to say about the builds. There's completely different builds than we've ever experienced.
We can copy NBA player builds right now, and that is huge.
Much more realistic, from the first second. It feels like now more a simulation.
The pro play is a game changer in the NBA 2K. It's more realistic, more smooth.
Number 24. I think the Mamba moment is such a good way to never forget that's how great play he is.
Rest in peace, Kobe. I can't wait to try out the Kobe moments on the game, the way that he supported girls in hoops.
First logos of NBA 2K24 Hollywood. What a game.
Honestly, man, we wanted that so bad. I'm not gonna lie, we were probably the most passionate team here, so it feels good to get that win.
It's time for Season 1 in NBA 2K24.
This year, my team and my career season progress is shared, so earning XP has never been more collaborative.
All you have to do is play and earn. The highest gem tier to start the mode is a diamond. And at level 40, you can pick up the all-star dribble god himself, Kyrie Irving. You can also earn other reward cards like an Amethyst Magic Johnson at level 35 and a Ruby Bradley Beal at level 25. And we can't forget about the free agent LeBron card at level 1, because this card is a bucket.
In your starter kit, you got an Evolution Gold player that can become an Emerald. You also received an Emerald Derek Fisher in your Welcome to My Team pack. Use him to complete agenda groups and earn Shattered prizes for Sapphire Robert Horry.
Shattered prizes are broken rewards that have had their pieces spread out across my team. To earn this coveted Robert Horry card, complete the Welcome to My Team groups in Lifetime agendas. Fisher and Horry are also a dynamic duo that makes them both rubies when they're on the court together. So pair them up for some buckets and wins.
At launch, NBA Series 1 will feature over 400 cards across all 30 teams. To further improve your team, complete the entire Series 1 collection for 30 Ruby players, 2 Amethyst All-Stars, and you'll have a powerful pink diamond Michael Malone coach card waiting for you at the end.
There's so much to do in Season 1 of NBA 2K24, but it's up to you to make the most of it.
Top plays are back next week, so make sure to do what you do best and submit your best plays over social media using the hashtag 2KTVWow. In the meantime, here's what Team 2KTV has been cooking up out there on the courts.
We are excited to tip off our 10th season of Top Plays next week.
If you want to be featured, send us your plays on social media with the hashtag 2KTVWow. And most important, be sure to include your gamer tag in the post. It's the only way that we can reward you with that VC.
Each 2K24 season, you'll have 4 chances to make the Top Plays vote of the week.
Of course, we're looking for that wow in your 2KTV wow submissions. But we're also looking at the skill and challenge of the play.
If your play is selected, it will be featured on the show and put up for a vote. Then it's in your peers' hands. They'll decide which play deserves the VC and to be in the running for Top Play of the season.
So get out there and show us what you've got. And remember, use the hashtag 2KTVWow on all submissions. Your play just might be the next Top Play of the Year.
Well, that's it from New York. It has been a blast, but let me tell you, I am so excited to get back to the cold studio.
Can't wait to have you back, Alexis.
I'm gonna jump on those sticks and I am joining Rise, Chris.
You are a traitor because it's all about elite. And speaking of my career, we'll be back next week talking it with producer Ben Bishop.
And Mike Wang is back with tips to help your shooting.
You don't want to miss it. Until then,
enjoy the game and peace from Brooklyn.